Wednesday, July 11, 2018 5-day forecast. You've hit Clooney, driver, 65, involved in horror smash with Hollywood star reveals shock, as terrifying video shows actor flung 20 feet into the air before being hospitalized. Germany is a captive of Russia. Explosive start to Nato summit as Trump declares it is inappropriate for elevat to pay Russia billions and rely on Putin for 70% of its energy. Woman accuses film director Luc Besson of sexual assaulting her every time they were in an elevator. 2 months after actress claimed he raped her, Meghan is embroiled in political storm as Irish senator claims she broke protocol and was pleased with the bid to change abortion laws. Stay tuned. Michael Cohen's lawyer issues cryptic warning to Trump and Giuliani about what truth his client will tell prosecutors. Cynthia Nixon calls for Roe vs. Wade to be protected at NYC protest against Trump's Supreme Court pick. Kavanaugh, as reaction to the conservative candidate intensifies. Furious Sarah Palin reveals she was tricked by Sacha Baron Cohen when he pretended to be a wounded veteran to interview her for his new show, Who is America? Woman calls cops on a black 12-year-old boy delivering newspapers in Ohio neighborhood, telling police, "It just seemed kind of suspicious. How does your man treat his mother?" Sex expert Tracy Cox reveals what their dynamic means for your own relationship, and the 10 signs that don't bode well. Weak bones? Eat a Mediterranean diet. Fish, olives and oil could prevent millions of at-risk patients from breaking their hips. Trump refuses to take blame for missing deadline to reunite immigrant children with their families, saying the solution is to tell people not to come to our country illegally. Man charged with assault after leaving 5-month-old baby under a pile of debris in the woods for 9 hours after car crash. Temples hidden in the jungle and tombs carved into rock faces. Stunning new book unravels the mysteries of the world's ancient abandoned civilizations in a hurry. Meghan Duchess forgets to remove the plastic from her new $500 tote ahead of Whirlwind Ireland tour, but it's still sold out within hours of her wearing it. From pulling weeds and oiling door hinges to moving furniture, unpaid interns reveal the worst tasks their bosses made them do on the job. From triumph to tragedy, hero Australian doctor whose ingenious idea paved way for rescue of trapped Thai soccer players loses his father just after successful mission finished. Thai cave rescue nearly ended in disaster when pumps failed shortly after they were evacuated, sending screaming divers scrambling to the exits as water levels quickly went up. Exclusive magical moment. Grandmother and aunt learn 11-year-old Titan, the youngest wild boars player trapped in Thai cave, is freed after her 18 days underground. Thailand cave boys store will get Tinseltown treatment. Hollywood producers begin work on a film adaptation of young soccer team's amazing rescue that promises an A-list cast. I want to hug him. I want to tell him I'm happy. Father of wild boars goalkeeper stayed outside flooded cave where his son was trapped for 18 days in emotional vigil. 2 firefighters and a policeman are hurt as a Wisconsin suburb is rocked by an explosion caused by a contractor who hit a natural gas main. Thousands of people are evacuated from LA's iconic Griffith Observatory, and a wedding ceremony is cut short as wildfires rip through California. Lawyer for Michael Flynn tells court Trump's former national security advisor is eager to be sentenced for lying to the FBI about his contacts with Russian officials. Mysterious woman, 48, is found dead in the trash compactor machine at Anthony Weiner and Huma Abedin's former Manhattan apartment block. Home workers across the country are struggling to concentrate at their desks today. Many employees are nervously clock-watching their way through one last shift despite waiting 28 years to be in a semifinal. One last day is proving too much, and your photo of colleagues struggling to Alex. Robertson at mileonline.co.uk by Alexander Robertson from Mile Online, published 6:16 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 11th of July 2018, updated 6:31 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 11th of July 2018. Anxious England fans are posting hilarious memes moaning about being stuck at work as they count down the minutes to the historic World Cup clash with Croatia. Workers across the country are struggling to concentrate at their desks as they nervously clock-watch their way through one last shift before tonight's big match. England will face off against Croatia in Moscow at 7 p.m. tonight, after sailing through their quarter-final clash with Sweden with a 2-0 win. But even after waiting 28 years to reach a World Cup semi-final, the anticipation of just one more day is proving too much for most of England's workforce. Anxious England fans are posting hilarious memes moaning about being stuck at work as they count down the minutes to the historic World Cup clash with Croatia. Workers across the country are struggling to concentrate at their desks as they nervously clock-watch their way through one last shift before tonight's big match. Even after waiting 28 years to reach a World Cup semi-final, the anticipation of just one more day is proving too much for most of England's workforce. Greg Nicholson tweeted, "Why isn't it 7 p.m. yet? Having to go to work when all the nation is doing is plotting how England win tonight. Currently have the teacup up front with my mouse mat on the wing. Seriously, it's our time. Let's go England." Meanwhile, England fan Jay Harriet asked, "Anyone else at work counting down the minutes?" Workers are struggling to make it through the day, with England facing off against Croatia in Moscow at 7 p.m. tonight. Advertisement: female today, don't miss.